I was teaching millennials. And so now I'm a millennial for a coach. And you are extremely right about no matter how old you are, you should be able, or what your station is in business, because I've always been in management and coaching and managing and teaching people. And then now I'm the student. And I know very little about track and field except for what I see on television. And a lot of times I'll say to Marcus, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just doing what you tell me to do to my very best ability. And because of that, we had a really good 2024. The Washington State Senior Games in July, and there were 3 things that were accomplished. 2 gold, 50 and the 100 meters. Those are my events. And we qualified for the National Senior Games, the 2025 National Senior Games, which are going to be held in Iowa at the end of July, moving into August of next year. And we set a new Washington State record for women 70 to 74. By the way, folks, I'm 71, okay? For women 70, 74 in the 50 meters. The record had held for 15 years, and the time, my time was 8:83, and the time to beat was 8:84. So, that's quite an accomplishment. Coach is a state champion, and so is his client, his athlete. So I'm just really thrilled about that. I know Coach is thrilled about it, and I'll tell you, anything is possible. Anything is possible. Anything. Coach, how do you feel about our accomplishment for 2024?
Great accomplishment. Very happy for Madonna. I mean, we put months on months on months in for a lot of hard work that a lot of people don't get to see. So I see it. And even though we work virtually because I'm in Atlanta and she's in Tacoma, still, I know all the work that she's doing. I don't have to worry about whether she's going to do what I say. Like if she doesn't understand something, or even, hey, if something were to happen where she didn't do something, I always know she would communicate with me, and I'm an adjustable coach. So if I know what's going on, I can adjust. And that's how we work. And as you see, the work that we put in months on months in, we bring back gold.
Coach likes gold. Now, something, Marcus, that really helped out was when you were home for 2 weeks, home in Tacoma. He was there with me on the track with as much time that he could spend. And there's always something that's tweaked that needs to be tweaked. And there were some tips that you gave me about my start, because I've got the speed, but I really need to work on my start. Even when my husband was my coach, it was like, oh, your start, Madonna. There were some tips some specific things that you said, Marcus, specific things that as a coach that you tweaked. And I really feel that was instrumental in me doing as well as I did. And in both races, I was just ahead by 2 and 3 seconds, which is a lot of time. And then to be able to set a state record, I mean, that's just, something you think about. And I remember in another interview, Marcus, you said that setting records is a hard thing. It's a hard thing to do. And we did it. Marcus just put together a really good program for me. It was the toughest one that I had thus far. And then he told me a couple of days ago, the next season coming up is even going to be tougher and harder. So anyway, so that was our 2024, and I can go on to our 2023, which was the National Senior Games in Pittsburgh, and Um, wow. What would you like to say about that, Marcus? And then I'll jump into our experience.
What would I like to say? I mean, I would like to say that we leveled up year by year. We continue to just move up in the ranks. That event was a very great event. Number one, Madonna's family was there, so we had family support to kind of go with us, or not just to where we went to go eat. We just hung out, but then she had family that was there that could really see her climb up the ranks. The year prior, that we had a certain place, but we wanted to make 5 races. We wanted to make prelims and finals in the 50 and the 100 meters, which we did. And we also knew we were going to run a relay. And so you have to qualify for those finals. And this was the first time that we qualified for both. And we didn't just qualify, we moved up in ranks. We took 5th in the 50 and 5th in the 100. And those were amazing accomplishments. But the icing on the cake was hopping in that 4x1 where Madonna, she was the second leg. She ran a hell of a leg.
It is achievable. It is attainable. If you're watching, listening, this is not something that you cannot do. You can do it. You can help others do it and achieve it. And again, these discussions and shows are really just a way for you to get some sort of level of like, hey, this is happening, right? I mean, we look at movies, we look at, documentaries and stuff. We learn stuff. You might pick up a couple of things here that may work for you. Now, maybe someone says, I didn't learn anything. Okay, that's okay too. That's a good thing. You learned that you didn't learn anything. See, you learned something. You'll always find a way to learn something if you wanted to, folks. But that's all there is. So Madonna, Marcus, that's like 2 years down, since the last time we met. A lot of achievements and definitely more to come through. Next year, you have already shared with us some of the achievements or some of the targets that you have. Is there anything that worldwide that you want to do, Madonna?
Okay, did you say, is there anything worldwide? Is that what you said?
Yes, worldwide venture, game competition that you want to participate in. Well, both of you, I mean, like you together.
Well, sure, Marcus. Marcus has plans. The coach has plans. I would, before this journey is over, I would like to set a national record and a world record. I've got a state, baby steps up. And with Marcus as my coach and the team, we'll ride this out and see how far we can go. Because I know Marcus wants to keep leveling me up and, set a world record. Why not?
Are they senior games worldwide that are actually prominent that we should know about?
It's not exactly the national senior games; it's a different division, but it's still masters running. But yes, in the near future, we're going to be competing to be a part of the USA team for the master divisions, and one of these days, you're going to see Madonna represent USA somewhere overseas. And that's coming in our near future. But right now, our focus is the National Senior Games next year and also the Huntsman game next year as well. So we have 2 major events next year. But sure enough, soon after that, look forward to what we have coming.
And for some people, they have different definitions of success and things like that. But any small achievement is an achievement, right? Any small step in success, as you said, Madonna, baby steps, one at a time. But and that's all there is. And for some other people, they might have the sky's the limit. Or there's infinite, space out there. So go for it. Nothing is off limits. You can do whatever you want. And as long as you can, physically and mentally and, spiritually, you go for it. And I think you have that. All right. So we're coming to the end of the show today. But so any words of wisdom you want to kind of leave our audiences with today?
First of all, you have to practice, the 4x100. Okay. Marcus already knew he was going to have me on the team. And then there was another lady we'd worked with before. And you kind of put your team together while you're there. We didn't have a baton to practice with. So I said, let's use a water bottle. Come on. You got to make do, right? You got to make do. Yeah. So here we are. We're serious. We're doing what coach says, and we're passing the water bottle. And the next, thing we kind of noticed that all the other 4x100 teams had stopped what they were doing, and they were looking at us passing this water bottle. So I believe it was the coach from Barbados
Yes,
who took pity on us and gave Marcus a baton so that we could use that. Then the next thing was, here we are, ladies 70 to 74, lined up, ready to go. And Marcus is real laid back. He is not demonstrative at all. He doesn't yell at me or anything like that. He's very low key. Marcus walks over to me and he says, when you get that stick, haul ass. And then he walks away. And I did what coach said. I hauled ass. And then and we came in first, and our time was like 1:17, and then the times after that were like 1:32 and 1:39.
Oh.
So it pays to haul ass when your coach tells you to. But afterwards, I was thinking, and I said to Marcus, I said, in your young coaching life, did you ever think that you'd look into the face of a 70-year-old woman and say, haul ass? Come on.
Definitely didn't.
And she does it. That's the other thing. And she does it. So,
and it worked.
It worked.
It worked.
It worked.
Yeah.
Oh, well, so go ahead, Marcus.
No, I was going to say that was our first goal at the National Senior Games, which is a very amazing accomplishment. So I want everybody to know Madonna put in a lot of hard work to get that gold. So we represent that strong.
I know I've seen Madonna. She's got interviews. She's got these things going on.
You know how she do.
Yeah, if you look at social media, follow Madonna, and you'll see Madonna, the fit and fabulous, right? That's the
fast and fabulous, and also the fast fashionista. But we'll talk about how.
Oh, I like that. That's a new spin.
Fast fashionista, yeah.
Fast fashion. Well, again, fit and fab, always goes. That's our brand, on the channel, right? The fit and fab.
Mm-hmm.
Those two go hand in hand. I mean, it's you gotta be. Who says that you have to sacrifice, being fabulous for just being fit? You can have both. And it can be glamorous too. So a couple of things. There's two things that I want to just at least take a moment to highlight. One is age. Again, you said I am 71. Now that is that's achievement on its own. I mean, people, to live healthy. I mean, that's one thing that we've been talking about, in a lot of the shows since the inception of the network, is that it's not so much to live long, it's to live a vital life, full of lively, health, right? Being healthy, being well, being energetic. A lot of people can make the age, but they're really not in a good shape and form and whatever. So that's a problem, right? And we've been trying, obviously, through our network, through the information, through the guests and the experts, hopefully bring in some of that information to people and how, to kind of navigate the transition into age and so on. By the way, we talk, from the youth to the elderly, right? But it doesn't matter. The idea is that you start early on, and there's always, a good time to start. That's the other thing that you said it. It's never too late. Well, the fact is, it doesn't matter what age you're in, what was the past. Yes, it can have detrimental issues, but the body's resilient. We can change it. We can convert things with minor changes, literally in our lifestyles. We can get back in any shape we want. You can lose the weight that you're carrying. You cut some of the bad toxins out there from nutrition.
Madonna's going to end this with a bang, but I really just want to share with everybody. One, thank you for having us today on this show, but it's never too late. It's never too late to get started. Always seek advice, seek that person that can help you throughout your journey, because I've been somebody like this. Everybody thinks they can sometimes do it on their own, but no matter what age you are, there's always learning that you can do. I still have a lot more learning to do, but I knew I had some expertise that could help Madonna. Madonna knows a lot, but she knew that there's some things that I could help share with her. Just, it's never too late. If you want to start your journey, start it, seek some advice, trust it, and roll with it.